Right. Hello, welcome back everyone. Today we are going to watch some more trailers with my best buddy, Kuma Beatty. He's still a gamer. I'm pretty sure he haven't seen any of the C-dramas yet, which we have been watching last time. We're gonna start today with I call it the elephant in the room. We're gonna start with an all-time classic. It's called Eternal Love. And this C-drama was back in the day a huge hit and everybody knows it. But nowadays, especially like since the last 2 weeks, I would say, it's very famous for the death of Menglong, which was one of the actors in the series. Maybe you have heard of that guy too.
Yes, I have. I heard about
Sadly, yeah. I think everyone has heard of him. I hope this one has English subtitles. I'm pretty sure.
It should, because I also have Rukaten.
Yeah, I looked that one up. So this one is an all-time classic. It's from 2017.
Oh! More blood.
More blood. But no blood spitting.
No blood spitting, no. On the lips. Turn to flowers. Oh, that's nice. Aww.
Aww.
Oh, that's cute. Ooh, romance.
And then there comes the blood bleeding again from the eyes.
I know, right? Jeez. Oh, he missed.
The subtitles are not visible again.
I'm seeing them.
Yeah, you seeing them, but the audience doesn't.
Sorry. Oh, the pin to the wall. Oh, Lord.
Kabidon! Kabidon!
Okay. Eternal love.
Yeah.
My Chanel.
We
it
know.
More like a perfume commercial.
Can I quote that? Can I quote that, please? It's more like
it's more like a whole perfume commercial.
Okay. Yeah, so what's your first impression, except that it looks like a perfume commercial?
Honestly, that's all I got. It was like a dramatic perfume commercial.
Dramatic perfume commercial, oh my god.
It just felt like they were selling me this product, Eternal Love. That's like, I'm waiting for the bottle to pop out, see what it smells like between passion, pain, people extending their love across the afterlife, and
new fragrances, passion, pain.
Exactly.
Buy it now.
Tragedy with the bleeding from the eyes and the mouth, and turning into blossom.
There was no bleeding this time. There was no bleeding, except like the stabbing. Yeah, but it wasn't like blood coughing or spitting or anything coming out of the face.
Like she just had blood dripping from her mouth and stuff like that. It was drips. But honestly, I just felt like this is like one of those situations that they going through different lives, but they still found each other.
Yes. They invented it.
So it's like one of those immortal love stories.
Yes, they invented it. Like Eternal Love was a blueprint for every Xianxia to come after like going through different lifetimes and finding each other again. They invented it in 2017. That was like how many years ago? A lot of years ago. 8 years?
Well, the funny part is, I'm gonna make you laugh, because when you say they invented it, it's actually an old DC comic book of two characters, Hawk Girl and Hawk Eye, where they are bound together. Every time they reincarnate, they always find each other, and that's their kind of eternal love, and that's been going on since the 60s.
Okay. Well, I
guess it's like, soulmate situation.
I mean, the thing is like in Chinese culture, it's like the very root of it, because Buddhism and you get reborn and whatsoever. But bringing it it onto the big screen, that was the first C-drama which made it like as whole and as complete as it was in Eternal Love. And actually, if I can find the picture.
I wasn't like trying to say anything that it was like before Buddhism or anything like that. I know reincarnation was a thing back then. I thought it was going like in a cinematic universe that they it made it sound like you were saying they invented that whole eternal thought. Nah, I get it that it's from their the whole religion and everything like that. But
Yeah.
they go through all those lifetimes, or those are just different characters?
No, they go like I think through 3 different lifetimes. It also like the Chinese title is 三生三世, which means like 3 lifetimes and 3 death times. Like
Ah.
but the English title is like Eternal Love, I think 10,000 something peach blossoms whatsoever. Okay, 三生三世千里桃花 is the Chinese name. And Yu Menglong is actually was one of the side characters in this show. And back in the day, the show was famous for itself because it was a huge hit and it was like the blueprint for every xianxia to come after. But now everybody just remembers like Bai Zhen, the side character, because that was one played by Yu Menglong and was his most successful, I think most commercially known role. And everybody's rewatching the series because of him again. I read that a lot, like online, like, oh no, Bai Zhen Gege died. I still remember him from Eternal Love and whatsoever. Yeah. Back in the days, there was also breakthrough role for Dilraba and Gao Weigang. They basically both these side characters here. They overshadowed like the main couple, and they became more famous than the main couple, and then they had like their own spin-off series, like also 40 episodes. A lot of money went into this.
That does happen a lot, though. Yeah. That does happen a lot where certain side characters get more popular than the main characters.
So, what you...
I swear to God, this whole poster just giving me...
Yeah, Chinese vibes.
Perfume advertisement, I swear. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to know what this fragrance smells like now.
It should actually smell like peach blossoms, I think, because the Chinese title is peach blossoms. Maybe there is even a fragrance. I don't know. Maybe there is even a fragrance.
It might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Sometimes they do promotional tie-ins with shows.
Look at... there's even the news here from Yu Menglong on the side. I did not see that one here. Chinese authorities and
I was just reading that.
Crack down on netizens alleged foul play in Yu Menglong's death. Yeah, that's Chinese politics. I really don't want to dive too deep into it. They just, I don't know. They control so much, they censor so much, and still some things they will not die. You can't bury that topic. It's not possible. You can't you can't literally throw a person out of the windows twice and then claim that he killed himself, like by jumping out the window twice, or how should that happen?
Yeah, especially with all that video evidence, is like, how can you say that?
Yeah, I mean the videos, I haven't watched them because they're gruesome, but I heard my mom while she was watching them on her mobile phone, and only the sound was already like my bones were hurting when I heard that. I was like, Mom, please stop watching. This is awful. You're gonna get nightmares from it. And then a week later, she's like, oh, I'm still reading this news from this poor boy. It's so sad that he died and how he died and who all ever is involved into it. And I'm like, Mom, there is, like, I'm pretty sure there's a little truth to everything they post online, but there's also a big agenda behind it because they are trying to make this whole story now not about the person who died, but like a whole political agenda behind it. So they're saying who is involved and which political direction is involved and how you should boycott these people and how this, like, the whole party should be removed and whatsoever. And that's just going too far. I mean, there's Epstein in USA and there's P. Diddy also in the USA, and nobody ever turned those topics into political topics. They were like entertainment industry and they were music industry. And no one has ever called off like boycotting US music industry or boycotting Hollywood movies because of Epstein or P. Diddy. But that's something which is now going on with Cdramas, and I find that very distasteful and also hypocrite.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because all these people it's like nobody should be above the law on what you're doing. It's like, it's
definitely,
it's very scary, and it's like, it's been going on for years, especially with my cousin when she got into the music industry.
Oh.
And she's part of the LGBTQ, but the dudes in the industry didn't understand, like, try to dismiss it, and still was trying to push themselves on her. Whoa. And it's like, bro, she's not into you. So, but that's all. And it happens sadly in the gaming world too with us in our geekdom. Anybody that feels like they got a little bit of power, they feel like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but that should not be. I mean, there should be definitely justice for the actor Yu Long who
Hmm.
died, but what some people like I call them the radical people call out to do now, like boycotting Chinese entertainment industry completely. That's just bullshit. I mean, Yu Long spent 10 years of his life to become a great actor. He made I think over 15 Chinese dramas in that time, and his whole dream was like his whole world was about becoming a Chinese actor, making Chinese dramas, and be famous because like his mom even named him after a
Hmm.
Chinese drama. Maybe I can find that one. It was with Bridget Lin, I think.
Well, the thing is that it's like I'm seeing both sides of it. Like, all right, so the protest of those radicals that you talk about, all they want to do is try to take the money away from the industry that fuels the bullshit. Because
Yeah.
as long as they keep on getting money for everybody's support, they can still get away with what they want to do. So their boycott is just kind of trying to take the money away from them and punishing them that way. Just like how many people stop subscribing to, Xbox Game Pass or other stuff, or like with Disney Plus where they tried to do their BS and everybody just pulled their money away from them to make them fold.
I-
So if you see it like that, it kind of makes sense.
Okay, I can't
They
find
want
like
justice for the actor.
yeah, I understand that they want justice for the actor. I mean, everyone wants justice for Human Law. Let's just click on that picture here. I mean, he was a very talented actor. He spent like his
Hmm.
whole life on building up this legacy. He just wanted like to make good movies or good dramas. Let's call it that way because he was like mostly active in dramas. But like the industry was really really harsh on him, and I think they banned him for 1 or 2 years. He didn't get any jobs, like no screen time at all for 1 or 2 years, and
That's
it's
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy, and that's something they can actually do in the Chinese entertainment industry, which is super sad and makes like all actors very vulnerable to their contracts and the agency they sign up for. However,
Yeah.
if you boycott like the whole industry and like the whole Chinese drama community, if you would do that, that means also like deleting his legacy, like everything he worked for in his life, even his own dream and that dream of his mom for him to become a famous actor would be erased. That makes absolutely no sense. It's like tearing down a house that he built during his lifetime.
But there was corruption in that house that he built,
No,
which got
the
him killed
corruption
that
was
way.
around the house that he built. That's the thing people don't understand. I mean, I can argue on that topic for a very long time because
I know.
yeah, because they think like he built something and that's part of a corrupted industry, so it should die with it. But I say no, like he tried everything to work against this, and against all odds, somehow he still got his screen time, and he still somehow made those Chinese drama series, even though he tried to avoid like all this troubled waters, I would call it. But sometimes the troubled waters will just find you, and in this case was, I would say, like very very unfortunate how tragic that waters was that found him in the end. And I also remember
Yeah, I
like
agree.
I mean I still remember him as an actor from Eternal Love. So my picture of him is like that one from Bai Zhen. But a lot of people
Yeah.
like online who have never seen a C-drama anyway, they would only remember his last creams. They will never understand how actually cute and adorable he was as Bai Zhen in the series. They will never have this picture in his head. They will just have those gruesome pictures how he got killed and tortured and screaming.
That's the sad part. How things that are beautiful get turned really badly because something
Yeah,
bad happened.
yeah. So I find that really, really awful because like the majority of the world will remember like only his last creams instead all the good things that he made during his whole lifetime. I find that really, really sad. Yeah,
And I'm sad that he suffered like that. That is not anyone that needs to go through that.
me too. And then even afterwards, I have the feeling that the very people who claim to be like his fans and supporters online and offline, they are actually betraying him. Like the people who betrayed him at the last dinner, I would call it, and then
Mhm.
the people online now who are basically boycotting like the whole industry, which is like his life's work. That for me that makes no sense. It doesn't really fit together.
That's why I'm curious too. What about his supporting cast members? How are they dealing with the situation?
Yeah, the most people didn't say anything. Like everybody like was super quiet, and even if they posted something like on their, I don't know, social media account in China Weibo or something, it got instantly deleted. I don't know if like from themselves or from their agency or from the government. I don't know. Like, but usually it gets instantly deleted. If someone like from his former, I would say, cast and crew like post comments online, it gets deleted. And now like they are even breaking down like on the videos people share on social media about his death. I mean, those videos are sometimes also really really distasteful, I have to say. People who share this, but then on the other hand, the government just like stepping in and taking everything down which has anything to do with his death is also the these like a weird taste. Yeah, these very very weird taste. It's a huge topic. Like this is like the elephant in the room right now. If you're watching Cdrama, you can't avoid their topics because it's just there.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
I mean,
So
even
you can't avoid it.
I mean, even my mom, and she actually told me that this name from Menglong, that Menglong is actually from a C-drama series of the 70s, because she knew that one. That one was also a huge hit with Brigitte Lin. I looked it up online. I found it that it's really part of his name. Yue Menglong, Yao Menglong, I think was the name, something like that. Yeah, I will look it up later. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to something more normal, more more present.
Okay.
Yeah, a C drama, not as depressing. It's from 2000.